Hi, I'm Auntie Dana. We have another Roger Hargreaves book today. This one's called Mr. Nosy. Do you know what it means to be nosy? Like you're extra curious, almost too curious, taking your questions too far, wanting to get in everybody's business, right? I mean, it's not like it's good to say, "How are you? How's your day?" Right? Nosy is like a little bit more pushy. So let's find out, why is Mr. Nosy coming out of a yellow door? Mr. Nosy is a sort of person who just does not mind his own business. He minds everyone else's business. He is as nosy as his nose is long. Oh, that's pretty long, hey? It's like I hardly see a face. I just see a big green nose. If there is a keyhole to look through or a letterbox to listen at, you'll find Mr. Nosy there, looking or listening, and probably both. Oh, that's not very nice, right? So these days we don't really have keyholes to doors where you can spy through, and the letterbox is a flap that would open up in a door that mailmen would put mail through, but we don't have those anymore, so you would not have a Mr. Nosy at your house doing that anymore. But for the sake of the story, that's how nosy he was. That's almost like spying. One day, while Mr. Nosy was taking a walk through the wood on the other side of Tinseltown, he heard a door shut. That's odd, he said to himself. So just walking along like he always does. Mr. Nosy peered around a tree, and there was a wall that he had never noticed before. Now Mr. Nosy can't go past a wall without knowing what is on the other side. And rather handily, this wall had a door in it, a yellow door. We can see it too, the red bricks of the yellow door. What's going to be his next step? Mr. Nosy, being the nosy fellow he is, could not resist taking a look. He opened the door and peered around it. What's he going to find? On the other side of the wall was a tiny house with a yellow door. Inside the house was a lift, so lift's like an elevator. Mr. Nosy got in the lift and pressed the button. The lift went down and down and down and down for what seemed like a very long time. Yeah, he's still smiling about it though, because he's curious. Okay. At the bottom of the lift, doors opened onto a long tunnel. You can see that there, with a light at the end. Mr. Nosy set off down the tunnel. By this time, Mr. Nosy was very curious. He couldn't wait to see where the tunnel would lead. That's long, with a light at the end, like he said. At the end of the tunnel, there was another small yellow door. And then another tunnel. There must be something really interesting at the end, he said, as he hurried along. Interesting, interesting, interesting. He came to another door, and then a long, winding staircase that turned at the top. Oh, yep, that's what's next. This just goes on the other side of the wall, huh? Come on, page. Mr. Nosy had quite lost track of time, but he felt sure that he was coming close to the end. He finally came to yet another small yellow door. Just like the others, except this one had a keyhole. See that there? You have a feeling he's going to try to look through it? I do too. Mr. Nosy peeked through the keyhole. Yeah, we knew it, didn't we? All he could see was a white room. So he opened the door, and there was a white room. Nothing else. No furniture. No carpets, no pictures. Just a white room. Mr. Nosy walked into the room. He had never been so disappointed in all his life. There's nothing there. He turned to leave, and it was just then that he saw a note stuck to the back of the door. And written on the note was, "Tee-hee," signed Mr. Mischief. Mr. Nosy groaned. Mr. Nosy went home the long way. Oh dear. Look at his eyebrow. He doesn't look very happy now. And now you know what to do if you ever discover a small yellow door. Keep walking. Oh yeah, we sure will, because we're not that nosy. We're curious in a healthy way. So let me show you the art that goes with the story. A yellow door. What's behind this yellow? Another yellow door. And what's behind that? Another yellow door. I thought we could make that would be kind of a fun thing to do. And if you remember, the yellow door, I'll just show you quickly again, was right on. There's a red wall, right? And the very first door that he saw was actually on red brick, right? So we're going to make our doors on red. Okay, let's get the art section set up and move down a little bit. There, you can see it good. Okay, let's make some yellow doors. So the first one is going to be the smallest one at the back. Yeah, see, so just taking our piece of paper, and we'll just cut off what we know is going to look like a small door. Cut, cut, cut. Okay, so yeah, I just went ahead and just cut a square, which I think is easy to do. Some people might like to draw it on the paper first. Okay, so I'm going to want something to make the lines in the door. I'm just going to put the red down for a moment. We're going to make those lines really quick, because the doors in the story had lines on them too, right? Yeah. And that one is square, so that's why ours is going to be square too. Yep. And that way our craft is just a few minutes here. It's just faster in squares, right? Yeah, and the lines don't have to even up. It's just so our door looks a little bit like the one in the story. Alrighty. Okay, so it's also going to have a doorknob, so someone might try to open it. So I'll put that to the side. Let's find our next door in the middle. Okay, this one we're going to cut out, so this one we're going to draw this time, so it's there, that way, and let's just put some lines in. This is our middle-sized door, right? go all the way to the bottom. And another door handle. Alrighty. So we are just doing a quick one, like always. So this one, we're gonna go so that we can open the door once we glue it down. So at the top and at the side. There it is. And then we're just gonna fold it over a bit. Yep, folding, so that after we glue it, it can just open, and we'll see the little door behind it. So let's go ahead. We're ready for that step. Okay, we're starting with the little one. And who's always got a trusty glue stick by their side? That's me, Auntie Dana. Yeah. Okay, so let's go about the middle here. All right. So our first door. Yep. So this one, let's see. We glue it there because after when we open it, yep, it's going to be another yellow door. And what's behind that one? Another yellow door. And what's behind? I thought Mr. Nosy was going to go on and on. I thought it might be the book that never ends. Opening and opening. Okay. Hey, yep. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready for the big yellow door? Let's see. Is that going to be big enough? I think so. I think so too. Okay. So, we're going to use something, have it straight this time. Okay. Down, and up at the top. Yeah, see, line it up. Yeah, because you want the big one to really look like a door, hey? Alrighty. So see here, so I'm gonna leave that. We're just gonna cut on the door. Okay, I'm gonna use my extra paper and we'll draw lines to make it look like the door. Yep. 2, 3, 4. I don't know if there's a lot of actual doors with lines in them these days, but it looks good here because that's what they did on the picture too, right? In the book, the picture book. Okay, can you see? On mine I have a nice opening. Is a gem sticker, so I just thought of adding something a little pretty there. So let's see, I got one that's kind of close to yellow. The door handle there. All right, we're ready to cut this, guys. Ready to cut it out. So we just cut at the top and down the side. Inside. Alrighty. So it's going like this. Okay. I'm just figuring out how I'm gonna glue that on. Just like with the other one, right? Yeah, that's how we did it. Just fold it over. Ready for that last step of the glue. Okay, so just on the back there, you can see. Yep, I'll bet you knew you were going to do that already. Okay, so we have a yellow door. What's behind it? Oh, just the glue needs to dry a bit. That's okay. Okay, you'll get the idea. There's a door. I wonder what's behind it. Another door. What's behind it? Another door. Oh my goodness. Who knew that we could make that for ourselves? Thanks to Mr. Nosy. It's so fun when you come to visit me. Okay, I'll see you next story, guys. Bye for now.